What's going on, DogMan Dan here, talking Warframe, Tennocon. I'm going to split this up in a couple different videos, kind of just a little overview, I guess, a little bit of some of the bigger things that happened in this video. Then we'll go over some of the actual, designs and things of the Warframes and weapons and stuff that's upcoming as well. I think I'll take that into another video, so stay tuned for that. So exploring Tennocon 2018. If you got to see it live, it's pretty awesome. If you missed it, I know they have it live now on their YouTube channel, but I'm going to kind of give you an overview of it. You're seeing some of the footage in the background that everybody saw while they were there, some of the stuff that they released. Some stuff I've actually already got posted on the my YouTube channel as well, from official assets that were given to us as partners. But some of the big things here. So first, if you didn't hear already, Warframe announced that they will be coming to the Nintendo Switch. They did a reveal of it coming to Nintendo Switch, so that's pretty awesome. More players, bigger game. I mean, I think it's a huge achievement, from 5 years ago, going from wasn't even sure if it was going to make it on PC to now it will be available on all the platforms that are out there, basically, if you will. Okay? So that's awesome news. And it'll be interesting to see how that plays on the Nintendo Switch, which I do not have one of, but that's definitely more enticing, especially the fact you can take that along with you, and anywhere you have Wi-Fi, you're good to go. So there's a pretty good incentive right there. So just keep those things in mind. So let's talk a little bit about what happened here. I gotta be honest, I was just amazed at the reveal that came out through this whole thing. Everything here is just an amazing thing. It's almost like one of those where every other game you're playing right now is just a temporary thing until some of these big things come into Warframe this year, and then it's just going to be fully blown out Warframe, like you're playing it brand new yet again, and you're just going to be digging more hours into it. So it felt pretty awesome watching it. I actually got to watch it because I was home for once. So first off, and excuse me, I've just got some pretty bad allergies here going on. First off, a couple things. They did mention that they raised $200,000 this year from Tennocon donations to the CLC, which is a charity that teaches programming to people from all walks of life. So that's the biggest that they've actually had before in the Tennocons, which is awesome. So we've raised the most amount of money out of this. You can't go wrong there. Of course, the big thank you they gave to everybody for watching, even if you couldn't be there. It's a huge milestone for this game. You know what I'm saying? So some of the big things we've got the big reveal of Venus and Fortuna. Okay, huge thing. If you look at, and it was said in the live stream, if you kind of look at Plains of Eidolon is like a fifth the size of what Fortuna and Venus are going to be in terms of open world. So it's going to be amazing what's coming in. And I'm just looking for the future and seeing what else can they keep going with. I mean, this is just, if they started with Plains of Eidolon, which is still pretty cool, and now they're moving to something that's like, 5 times the size of Plains of Eidolon, and then where do we go from there, right? Well, there's a few things that happen here. So the gameplay reveal of Venus began at the neon underworld of Fortuna, home of the Solaris United. So there's things like kit guns that you can make. There's K drives or hoverboards, if you will, which is going to be awesome in terms of moving around and getting around in there, in Venus. Don't know if we can take that into regular missions, but I know inside of Venus it'll be available. And tranquilizers. Okay. The Solaris have everything there. Loyalty is the coin. You earn it. Open their hearts and their wares. Buy what you need in Fortuna, then head up that elevator to the planet's surface and just be amazed. The surface is volatile, mercurial skies of blue and orange clouds rolling over a terraformed surface. In the update, you're going to get to explore the open landscape of what they call the Orb Vallis. You also have your Bondi K drive, your hoverboard that you can ride on to the top of the snowy mountains and do some amazing little tricks that they showed in the game, which is kind of cool. Discover some mushrooms. They're going to have new fish and coolant rivers. Capture exotic creatures. You're going to actually be able to capture creatures and bring them back to your ship without actually, killing them like Rebecca did in Plains of Eidolon with the big birds. That's how that was mentioned. Possibilities are going to be pretty endless, they say, inside of Vallis. So it's going to be interesting. I can definitely see from what little bit that they did show, it's going to be crazy. So not all fun and games. Day in, day out, the Solaris United toil in the snow and sludge to repay their corpus debt, working towards a freedom that will never come, is what they're saying. That's why we're there. So we're going to find Solaris agents that are hidden around Vallis. We'll accept bounties from them within the field. So instead of having to go back to the town center, if you will, back to Fortuna, you're going to actually be able to find these guys, the agents, in the middle of Venus there, Vallis, I can't speak, and pick them up from there and just stay in the game. You won't have to actually exit every time. So if you get a good group of people, you can constantly be in there and just keep rolling through all of your different missions and different bounties and everything until you guys are all ready to get out. Support the guerrilla warfare against the profit-driven overlords. Massive corporate spiders. Free roam access throughout. Nef'Anyo will keep an eye on you. So it's definitely going to be crazy. Crazy awesome, I think. We'll definitely have some more talking and coverage and interested stuff about it over the next couple months. It's just, this is the big reveal for 2018. I would expect it to be more towards the end of the year, obviously, than, up here in the next month or so. So just keep that in mind as they just revealed the sacrifice, Everybody finally has the sacrifice. So we'll have some stuff in between, of course. There's a whole bunch of things like warframes and weapons and things that we'll talk about, like I said, in another video. Now, after the whole Venus update, Fortuna and all that, they've already started working on the next update that comes after that with their calling code name Railjack. They don't have a release date. I would say this is probably going to be the 2019 early patch, if you will, at this point. That's what we could say, right? But inside of there, basically, let's just talk about this. In the Railjack, the lawless frontier of space, like an FTL type of space game, right? So you're going to enlist your crew and your battle stations and dogfights and boarding operations. This is interesting because Railjack is going to take ship customization to the next level. You can be able to fully customize your own spacecraft with up to 4 players on the spacecraft to board the Sigma series Railjack and seamlessly travel from the surface of Venus to the ruins of space. Crazy when watching it on the video. You and your team, your group, your 4 of you are all on this ship at the same time. You can all move around and everything. You'll need to coordinate responsibilities to survive. So there's going to be piloting the aircraft. There's going to be manning the guns. There's going to be tactical power management. There's going to be hull repairs in case the corpus do manage to get on your ship. Okay, if they board your ship, you're going to have to kill them off and then repair your ship, if you will. You're going to go on the offensive by coordinating a boarding party where you can launch an Arc-Wing assault from the Railjack and infiltrate enemy ships while a tactical commander stays aboard the Railjack to hijack turrets, provide crucial intel. So it's definitely going to be a team-based, I would definitely say maybe the new style of raids, maybe. Only a 4-person raid, but maybe the new look of how a raid's going to be, especially because it's going to be a lot of back and forth with your teammate. This is going to be the type of update where things like voice services, so Discord or being able to VoIP with people is going to be extremely important, so you can stay coordinated with everything. Eliminate the crew, take out reactor cores, get out before the ship explodes. It looks crazy awesome what we're going to be able to do with the new Railjack ship. Okay, the Sigma series Railjack, if you will. And that was, to me, what was extremely amazing, because now we're hopping on a ship from Venus, completely just keep going, like non-stop animations and everything. It doesn't even, you don't have, it's not like a stop here, stop there, just completely seamless. 4 people on a ship, coordination on the ship, on the Lisette. What kind of customization, we don't know yet, but it's definitely going to be amazing. Jumping in the Arkwing in the middle of it, going out, boarding other ships, taking out the crews. You can actually, in some of the scenes when they were showing it, you can actually see, the person that's still in the Railjack flying that ship next to the one that you hopped in, and you're, killing everybody off and everything. So it's just crazy how that works. A lot of props to what they're doing with this game. I mean, there's just no doubt that what's coming down the road is just insane in what they can do. And when you think about it, it's still at the core a completely free to play game. Go figure. They have redefined free to play. Just DE did it, when they started over 5 years ago. And ever since then, they've just proven that if you do it right, then you're just gonna, you're just there. And there's nobody that they really compete with in this genre, if you will. I know we talk about Destiny and Destiny 2 and all that. Nobody. No other game is like Warframe. You can make your bare little comparisons, but there is just nothing like this game. So I'm looking forward to these big updates that are coming this year. Obviously, we have a lot of little ones in between, a lot of changes and things going on. New assets, new primes, new warframes, new weapons. All that stuff is coming. We've got, I think, what is it, Mag Prime and Rhino Prime are going to be released from the vault again, coming up here soon. So there's a lot happening. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you a little overview on what happened out there on it, and kind of share my thoughts about it. I'm excited. I'm extremely excited from what I saw, how smooth and polished it is with all the constant changes they're making to make it even better. I know that it's also going to change a couple of things, because it's going to definitely take away from people that have, if you're on PC side, that have lower end computers. I think even though they optimize and optimize and optimize, it's just, future, if your computer is still running like Windows XP, you may need to update it, type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So you may need to consider, either if you can't afford a brand new PC, moving yourself over to console, or looking into investing in some upgrades. I'm just saying, because I think at some point, with the visuals and everything that they're doing, no matter how optimized they make it, it is going to eliminate some of the older computers out there. Hopefully not. You never know. I mean, they've managed all these years to make this look amazing, and people still running on some of the basics. So, but I'm actually looking forward to the Nintendo Switch. Also, that's going to be pretty interesting to see how that goes. But please do feel free to leave some comments, share your thoughts, and I will catch you guys in the follow-up video. We're going to go over, like I said, some of the assets, some of the extra things, like the new frames, some new designs, new weapons, all that stuff. Until then, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.